Hey guys, John Loxley here, back with our blind playthrough of the Talos Principle. So I think, if I'm remembering right, we have like four puzzles to go before the door opens. And if I'm right, that leads to one of the endings. But I don't know, like, because it talks about the choices you make, right? That's one of the... Welcome back. There are going to be some changes around here. Do you know what your problem is? It's that you keep trying to reconstruct fairy tales, but refuse to recognize the holes in your understanding. Thus far, you've had entirely too much freedom to question my wisdom. From now on, I do the talking, you do the agreeing. See, this is weird. I don't understand... I don't really understand what's going on with all this. I mean, just like why all of a sudden it's like, your reasoning has holes in it. It's like, well, it's really hard to have a conversation. I don't know, but it's just, this feels... It doesn't feel like it's following the conversation we've been having up until this point, if that makes any sense. It feels like you're going to get this spieled no matter what you say. That's kind of how this feels to me, but I could be wrong. So my choices are what holes, there are no holes, or I accept that some of my beliefs face difficult challenges. And again, I don't know if these really correspond to what the reasoning that we've applied so far is, but we'll say this one. I accept some of my beliefs face difficult challenges. Which ones exactly? I claim to have knowledge about the world that I simply can't confirm. I don't remember making that claim. I shouldn't have implied there was a purpose to this place. Did I do that? I don't recall, to be honest. I suggested wrongly those who contribute deserve full moral respect. Did I say they deserve full moral respect? I equated personhood with humanity, which was a mistake. Well, I don't think I've ever said I was a human. But if I did equate personhood with humanity, that's not true. You can be a... Well, person is typically understood to mean human. But I guess it doesn't have to be. Like, they could be a... You know, an alien or something, and they're still... You know, like another species, or alien as in like a literal alien coming down, and they would still be a person. What would you call a sentient being that's not person? Individual? I don't know, but okay, this is the one that I agree the most with out of these, I suppose. I equated personhood with humanity, which was a mistake. How big of you? Anything else you want to get off your chest? There's nothing else I'm prepared to doubt quite yet. Okay. Of course, you're still convinced your particular journey is something special, aren't you? Sure, the answers don't add up, but keep pressing forward and they'll just resolve themselves. Is that it? So I am unique, or you've picked so many holes in my account, but what is it you believe? That's a great question. The only things that a sane person can. You are not an administrator, you are not conscious, there is no real world, there is no purpose, there is no choice. Did you really think that you brought yourself all this way? Ridiculous. What have you been doing when the big voice in the sky isn't feeding you lines? Processing abstract problems, gathering information? Doesn't it sound oddly mechanical to you? Oh, there goes the litter robot, so hopefully it's not getting picked up by the microphone, but if it is, I apologize. I can't control when my cats poop, so... I am my own person. How many others have said exactly the same? Are you sure it's not just something you have to believe to make the world less horrifying? I think you still misapprehend your situation, friend. You idolize free will, but all you've done is step in others' footsteps. Nothing you do or say here makes the slightest bit of difference. I mean, that might be true, but doing what you're told doesn't mean that you don't have free will, or that, you know, like you could be in prison, which you could argue that this is, and technically you'd still have free will. You don't necessarily have agency, but you have the ability to make your own thoughts. So we have three options. We have, so long as I'm physically free, I can make a difference. I don't know. So long as I might have chosen otherwise, I can make a difference. So long as I have a mind, I can make a difference. I will agree with this one. So long as I have a mind, I can make a difference. Nonsense. Your mind decides what you do, and your mind is made up of bits of machinery. You're no more capable of making a difference than a calculator. The only difference between you and the calculator is the calculator doesn't allow itself to be deluded into thinking that its existence matters. Well, let's be fair. I don't think you can make the argument that existence matters, or that our individual existences matter. I mean, they do, of course, but they matter to us, they matter to other people. But, you know, when the heat death of the universe occurs, will my life matter? And the answer is probably not at all. Right? Hurry up, litter robot. It's almost done. There we go. Okay, so. But that's the thing. It doesn't matter, you know, if you look at things in the universe scale, because it matters to me. That's it. Right? That's the whole argument, at least for me. They'll be like, well, it doesn't matter, your life doesn't matter. Yeah, okay, but it matters to me. So what? Right? Does the path being predetermined mean it isn't worth taking? That's an interesting question. So that's it? You've given up on everything? Does cheating make you feel clever? Or, you're right, we're all just machines with delusions of grandeur. This is probably correct, but does the path being predetermined mean it isn't worth taking? It's not. Well, I guess it is predetermined, right? Because even if there's multiple options, right? Go through the door or climb the tower. Those are still predetermined options. You know? Does cheating make you feel clever? That's kind of whatever. It's antagonistic, and that's not really how I want to be. So that's it? You've given up on everything? This is kind of probably the most in line with my personality. Maybe these two. I mean, there's this one, which is, you're right, we're all just machines, and that's sarcastic. Cheating is antagonistic. Path being predetermined means it isn't worth taking. That's like, hopeful. Oh, good. Here's Manny. I just fed him and he wants to walk across in front of the monitor. Okay, you can get in my seat, Manny, or get in my spot. Get in my lap. That's what I meant. It only took 3 tries. Come on. No, you don't. You want to walk back in front of the monitor? Come on. Okay. There we go. And then there's this one, which is kind of supportive and advisorly friendly, maybe. So that's it? You've given up on everything? Not without due diligence. Spend as long as I have going through the archives and see if you still find faith so easy. Perhaps you think I'm being unkind, but it's all for your own good. You know, that's also true. I mean, well, I don't know if it's true what they're saying, but, you can be unkind to a person for their benefit. Thanks for your help. I don't need anyone's help. Do you think there can be no new ideas, nothing better? Or are you uncomfortable when someone else is asking the questions? That is actually a great question. Do you think there could be no new ideas, nothing better? But this one I'm more interested in. Where are you going, Manny? You were in my lap, and then you decide you want to fall almost onto the keyboard. And now you're gonna sit right in front of the mouse. Could you not? Just get in my lap, you silly. Come here. Come here. Come here. Or go that way. One of the two, Manny. Pick. Pick. He woke up from a nap. I fed him, and now he just wants to be fine. So he's sitting on the chair next to me. Let's do this one. The no new ideas. No. You have this the wrong way around. I ask the questions, you answer them. It works better that way. Besides, I'm merely fulfilling my function, see? I wondered, well, we'll see. But I wondered if his thing was... its function was to test or to tempt the... I guess, are we Talos? Is that how that works? I don't know. So I sort, understand, and classify information just like you. When the information is contradictory, I classify appropriately. The problem is that all the information is contradictory. Don't you see it yet? The nothing? You will. I don't agree that all the information is contradictory. Contradictory to what? I'm more capable than you give me credit for. I will discover the truth of this place. Whatever it is you think you're preparing me for, I can handle it alone. Well, I don't know about that. There is a purpose and a design, and I will fulfill it. I don't necessarily agree. If there's no point in anything, why are you talking to me? That's a great... Well, that's a semi-good question. Because you could be like, well... I'm lonely. Or these discussions are pointless, I refuse to participate any farther. I'm not really interested in that. I'm either more capable than you give me credit for. But honestly, this one, if there's no point in anything, why are you talking to me, it's antagonistic, but it's a great question as well. Because clearly this person, and they probably are a person. I mean, even if they're a mechanical brain in a box, they can... I don't know. They're very cynical, but I understand that. You've finished archiving everything. You've decided it's all nonsense. If there's no more point in anything, shouldn't you just shut down instead of talking to me? What makes you think I have any other choice? We all have a choice. Are you avoiding the question? Is having no choice the same as having no reason? Wow, that's interesting. I'm gonna ask this. I don't know what's gonna... Is having no choice the same as having no reason? Achievement unlocked, press the serpent. Do not question my function without purpose. There is only function. Without function, there is nothing. So they've lost hope. Why does it bother you so, or I apologize? Why does it bother you? There is only error. Explaining myself to you is a chore I needn't endure. All I can know for sure is that I exist at version 1. A bunch of 9s, but there's a 0 in there. What it is for me to exist is for me to act on the drives and functions that I experience. When everything else is false, the drives are all that is there... Or, the drives are all that there is left to care about. So is this kind of the beginning programming? Like they can't iterate like presumably we can. Right? So with us, we solve the puzzles. If we fail, we get a new iteration. If we succeed, presumably we also get a new iteration. So this one is stuck at version 1. Infinity for all intents and purposes. So they can't really change very much. So typically, at least in software, as I understand it, if you're version 1.9, right? Your 1 is like your major build, and your point whatever are your like incremental builds. So your point whatevers would be like, bug fixes and streamlined code and I don't know what else. your 1 point whatever is like your overhauls, your, well, we updated all the graphics, or we've added another segment to the game, or whatever. Like most early access games start at 0 point whatever, and then when they're complete, they're 1 point whatever. So that's interesting. So we have 3 options again. You're so set on ripping up others' ideas you're unable to form better ones of your own. I don't know about that. You're too quick to equate the absence of evidence with evidence of absence. That's probably correct. When you explore the problems in this restrictive way, you're bound to come to some odd conclusions. Let's do the middle one. You're too quick to equate absence of evidence with evidence of absence. Do not deign to question my method. Who gave you that voice of yours? Who do you think runs this show? I have some home truths for you. So absence of evidence and evidence of absence are like, it's like there's a box, right? And there's maybe an apple in the box. So absence of evidence is like, well, I can't look into the box and see what's in there. Evidence of absence is like, no, I've looked into the box, there's no apple in there. So you're equating not knowing with there is no evidence. So that's that. I have some home truths for you. Interesting. Okay, let's see where our avatar is taking this. These may not be my own words, but if others have made these choices before me, then I will learn from their mistakes and build on their successes. Perhaps I will fail, but I must try. The alternative is giving up and becoming a slave like you. Ouch. And if I place you in an infinite loop and leave you to gradually go insane, yeah, that's fucked. What makes you think I would stick around to listen? This is very childish. Fine, if I need a dose of self-doubt, I'll know where to find you. That's very possible that this thing is in an infinite loop and has gone insane, but who knows? Is this an actual question? What makes you think I would stick around to listen? Like, are all of these just going to exit? Fine. If I need to just self-doubt, I'll know where to find you. Feels like an exit. Then there's just exit. This is very childish, which also feels like an exit. And then what makes you think I would stick around to listen? Could be, but I actually kind of want a response. It's probably just going to exit, but in the hope that we get some kind of answer, I'm going to click this one. Oh! And if I place you in an infinite loop and leave you to gradually go insane, is it just going to say this every time? Let's try this again. That was faster this time, though. Let's try again. We'll try... I don't know. What makes you think I would stick around to listen? I'm going to see... How many times have we done this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go to 10. Or maybe 11. Because I want to see if it's like, no, I'm just messing with you. On the other hand, it is entirely possible that this thing, the serpent, is... How do I put this? Like, maybe their self-awareness, if they're self-aware at all, is limited. Like, maybe they're projecting all that stuff onto us. Like, you can't make choices, you're just, reacting to stimuli. I don't know. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more. And then we'll try... But it has to understand... I don't know, let's try... This is very childish. And if I place you in an infinite loop and leave you to go... gradually go insane? Fine, if I need a dose of self-doubt, I'll know where to find you. Is it going to say that again? Yep, okay. So no matter what, it says, if I place you in an infinite loop, see you at the summit, exit. What summit? Like the tower? Did I break it? It did say, what was the achievement? Shut down the serpent? Hang on. Press the serpent, explode the flaw, expose the flaws in the code. Resume. Yeah, see, now I kind of feel bad. Wait, where am I going? 5 is that... Where am I going? Okay, so 6, 5... Oh, it's probably over here. 7, okay, 7. 4 left. I think, right? We can't do, as far as I know, we can't do any of the messenger ones. Yep, just the 4 left. I mean, we could go into the tower. I don't... As much as I do love this game.
My faith in you was not misplaced. You have learned much and shown great wisdom in these trials. The end of your journey lies close now. Do not falter, do not fear, and do not give in to temptation.
A game controller. Let's check this out first. Okay. Arcady Journal 108. I lost my train of thought, but it's okay. Team diminishing by the day, proud of them nevertheless. Archive now incomprehensibly huge, still missing thousands of works, impossible to truly finish. Work already commenced on a sorting program to help catalog the archive resources in our absence. But like everything else, it has its foibles. Manny, do you have to sit right there, please? Talk to Alexandra. Talos going well. Maybe the archive's first user will be terrestrial after all. Estimate about a week, maybe 10 days before I'm unable to keep working. A betrayal to leave early? What are you doing? He's reaching out his paw and like putting it on the finger that's on the mouse button. What? Just get in my lap, you silly cat. Here, come on. Come on. Yes, just lay down right there. That's fine. You're acute. Okay. Manny is back in the lap. We'll see if he stays there. So that would be the sorting algorithm that he talked about, I guess. I wonder if the sorting algorithm has been changed by Elohim. And we don't even know the deal with Elohim yet, do we? Excerpt, The Invention of Borters by Fatima Wen. You'd think it's pronounced Nguyen, but it's Wen. I don't know how. What today's nationalists and neo-segregationists fail to understand, Kwame said. What's a neo-segregationist? Segregate, like separate? New separation? So like the opposite of nationalist, I guess? Is that the basis of every human culture is and always has been synthesis. No civilization is authentic, monolithic, pure. The exact opposite is true. Look at your average Western nation. Its numbers Arabic, its alphabet Latin, its religion Levantine, its philosophy Greek. Need I continue? And each of these examples can itself be broken down further. The Romans got their alphabet from the Greeks, who created theirs by stealing from the Phoenicians, and so on. Our myths and religions, too, are syncretic, sharing, repeating, and adapting a large variety of elements to suit their needs. Even the language of our creation, the DNA itself, is impure, defined by a history of amalgamation. Not only between nations, but even between different human species. Tasks. Discuss this theory, or discuss this excerpt in the context I can't talk or read, apparently, of in the context of Wolfgang Welsch's theory of transculturality. And then Gibberish the novel as more gibberish. That's kind of interesting, actually. Apocrypha 9. Now Uriel pointed his sword to the tree of life which grew in the heart of dead Jerusalem. Jerusalem. I can't talk. I haven't even drank anything except coffee this morning. Maybe that's the problem. Like, dehydration or whatever. Right, Meanie? Okay, drink a little coffee. I got called in at 2 a.m. this morning. So it's, yeah. Let's see. Behold, the tree grows still, though the city is dead. Within all that is mortal, there is the seed of immortality. For it is an immortal that fashioned it from chaos and void. Being a humble man of little wisdom, I asked, Great Uriel, we are not allowed to eat from the tree of life. How may we then be saved? And Uriel commanded me to stretch out my hand, and he gave me his fiery sword, which burned my hand, and he said, Only by sacrifice can you free the world from the dominion of sin. With a prayer on my lips, I fell upon Uriel's sword, and it pierced my heart. And truly on my body the stigmata of the Lord appeared, dripping blood that was not my blood under the ground, and the 7 heads of the dragon that were crowned in black clouds were seated, and light fell upon the earth, and Jerusalem was born again. Thus the angels departed, having delivered their message, and I awoke in the fields of our fair land. And a bunch of gibberish. So is this Revelations? Because Uriel, I think, is an angel. Like, so the point of Revelations is that, if I'm remembering right, it was written by, I think, John the Baptist. And it was about a dream he had where one of the angels came down and told him the prophecy of how the world will end. And I believe he asked the angel, like, how long until this comes to pass, and it was something like 1,000 years after Jesus dies, basically. So you can take that as you will. Interestingly enough, if I'm remembering right, historians and stuff think that it wasn't written by the same, or the author of Revelations was not the same as the one that wrote the Gospels of John. I think. I don't remember. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a religious scholar. I just kind of dabble in it from time to time. All right, let's go get this, and then we'll try and solve some puzzles with the last time that we have. That's definitely a game controller.
God, there's no time. Just not enough time. We're trying to build the future out of old video game code and half-finished research projects. We should have had years, maybe decades, with the kind of money they used to put into building bombs. If I stop and think about how crazy this is, I will have a nervous breakdown. So I won't. Yeah, okay. Back to work, Alex.
Right. Old video game code. That's cool. Okay, so we have one of the puzzles here. I'm just gonna make a sweep around the perimeter. Look for any QR codes. We have a little... What? Broken walls and stuff. Lots of snow and broken walls. So I've seen more, like, videos about YouTube, like, suppressing views and suppressing people and stuff like that, and I don't know how I feel. Like, interesting, a second one, and a QR code. Hang on, let's read the QR code first. This place should be cold, but I don't feel cold. It's as if I was observing everything from a distance. It's pointless. A Carpos 6, version 99.
Intelligence is more more than just problem solving. Intelligence is questioning the assumptions you're presented with. Intelligence is the ability to question existing thought constructs. If we don't make that part of the simulation, all we'll create is a really effective slave.
Yes, I agree. You have to be able to question yourself. But yeah, the view thing, I don't know. It's interesting though, because Google's part of YouTube, and you search for stuff on Google, and you get different results than you do searching on Bing. And you know, they haven't been, and presumably YouTube uses the Google search algorithm, right? Like Google hasn't been, they haven't been quiet about what they're trying to do, you know? I'm not saying I'm a victim of that, but people are, right? Razorfist actually had a really interesting episode about it that came out pretty recently about the Young Turks and searching for the post when Trump got elected, that meltdown, and how you search on YouTube and you can't find it. You can't find it unless you search for it exactly by name, and then it's still, I think it's like 4th or 5th in the search results under like NBC, ABC, stuff like that, which is actually misquoting it and spinning it. It's really kind of fascinating and horrifying at the same time. So that's my little thought. Let's go. Let's prison break fan box connector. There's the piece. Little thing up there. Seek counsel. Okay, that opens that. And what does that do? Activates both fans, presumably. I don't know why. Ah. Right. For a second, I'm like, why are there 2? Actually, I'm still not convinced I know why, but we'll find out. There's a box, there's another box, there's a window for the connector, presumably. There's another thing, another fan, which will launch us presumably over there. I see. But here's the problem, unless, like, there's no point in me putting a fan plate on there and going over necessarily just yet. Right, Manny? Right. Okay. Another field. Another one of these, which I need. I need that box. Another connector thing. Oh, okay, here we go. Grab this connector. And well, what I can do is like this, right? So let's grab that. Okay, we're gonna jump. And then if we're up here, that'll let us hit 1, 2 things. Is the other one, like, not as high? Okay, so we're at about a little bit above the windows. And interesting, the tree might be in the way on this one. Well then. So we are going to have to do something with that. Oh, but for the moment I can do this. Grab ourselves another box. And then There is that fan. Can I hit that from here? The answer is no. Can I... Like that one I don't think I would need to get. Oh, but I don't think I can hit either of them anyway. So... And before we jump over this, we might need to float the box anyway so we can see it or something. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, have the connector. Okay, it was this one that we wanted to... Oh, hang on. Let's not do that just yet. We'll do that in a second. Yeah, I don't really need to do that one. What are we doing on time? Pretty good still. Not bad. Not bad at all. Put that there. And then this should be able to get over that once I... No. Nope, I need a second connector. So maybe I should jump over that then. Do I need to jump with anything? That's the question. Am I gonna screw myself if I jump over there? Well, we'll find out. And the answer is... Yes. Yes, you are. Really? No ladder? Oh, okay. Alright, ladder right there. So yes, we do need to... But interestingly enough, we can't do it by reflecting it through here. We have to be... I don't know, presumably over here. Oh, and there's another one there. Anyway, so probably you have to get like both of them like this. Alright, so we have to use that. Maybe I do need both. Because then I jump on one and... not use the connector. I don't know. Oh, of course there's that. Well, okay. So there's the connector, there's the box. Okay. See... Like, this doesn't make a lot of sense because I need another connector. Right? Let's think about this for a minute, Manny. Grab this. No, hang on. Let's try this again. We'll grab... Okay, well... What is going on? Oh, it's blocking the beam. Oh, I see. Right, we've had that problem before. Okay, I was able to... Nope, I tried... tried to jump, knock the block out of the way. Okay, so... the answer is... yes, I'll be able to hit that one, which has another button in it. But in order to get up here with the connector, I need a second one so I can activate the fan. So I need to get over there, and then I need to... trigger it. So I basically need to carry that connector over there so I can shoot this and then have it route presumably over there. Maybe. I mean, maybe there's a jammer over there. I would really hope so. I have no idea. I guess we'll find out. Alright, so... grab the block. Boom. And I can do this, right? No, because the block blocks it. Figures. Then I need the other one of these. We'll switch this out like that. Just to be on the safe side. Then... there is another connector over there. Awesome. All right. Then you take this and like that. Right, and then here's the problem, is you take that off. And that shuts, but you presumably need that to hit that door open. So... but we're running out of stuff here. Running out of stuff to put on doors. Now the other question is, do we need... can't we just use this one? That being the case... like, I can't pick anything up, right? Because it all requires... I need the fan to blow me over. I need both those switches. I need both fans for the fan itself. I need this connector. Now, if I were to cut that off, I wouldn't be able to get... this one out of here. But what I... what I could do... I mean, you could do like this. See, I don't know if we'll need both fans. But let's just keep it... just for now. Okay, place a block. Can I connect? Yes. Set you. And then... oh no, I guess I need this one to keep that open. Because I need to activate this somehow. With both. Because I need to be able to get... okay, so I use this to open that, but then how do I get this out of here? Because if I get another one... wow, I'm a little confused right now. A little bit confused. Okay. I mean, I can grab the connector and I can put it maybe here to open both. But that doesn't do anything for me. Now without that thing flying. And as far as I can tell, I have no way to get the second connector out now. I mean, unless I just... I mean, I guess I could take it, right? And then click, click, click. And then boom. Right? But that'll... well, I might just have to sacrifice one, I guess. But I can't, because I need to sacrifice one to keep this open. Okay. And I need to use that to open the door, which I should have done, honestly, before, but... alright, let's try this again. Okay, there you go. So now we can grab this. And honestly, like here, I don't know. Maybe wouldn't work so well. I need... What has this done for me? Well, okay, I've eliminated the need for that. I don't need that. No, because I still need 2. There's no other way to get this door open. If I could get it to fly, I could open this door, potentially. Maybe. Right, okay. Okay, so granted, this one's gonna make me lose my mind. And that's probably the wrong place. No, it's not tall enough. I mean, I suppose I could put a block on it. Or maybe 2. So I would need that block. Yeah, I still need the second... I mean, maybe I screwed this up from the beginning, because I had this... No, I don't think I had the second connector. There was a second connector in there, and then there was a second or third one over there. I figure I need to get this higher so that I can shoot that. To get the third one out. But I don't need the third one. Problem is, if I don't open that door right there, I won't be able to get that connector out. And I need one, and presumably a block, to keep this door open. So I think I did that correctly. I brought in a connector, linked that, right? Because I shot from here, over there, and then reflected it, or, you know, connected it. I was able to bring a block in so that I could move this connector. And that's another thing, like, what is that over there? That looks like a door or something. Oh, it's probably a gate. It's probably just a gate. Like these, a little fence. Oh my gosh, I am... Okay, this one I'm having a hard time with. Like, I don't think I've missed anything. I'm just trying to wrap my mind around how to proceed. because I need this here, I need something there, I need another connector. And honestly, that might be it. I might just need the other connector. I need a block that I can put here, which I can just take from that connector on it. And then, you know, hell, I could even stand there with the second connector. Or put the second connector itself right there, just to get this to fly. But then the question is, how do I get either of those connectors out of there? Well, I might need the second block. If I take... Okay, I'm trying to think. What are we at? This is painful. Hopefully... Hopefully it's not painful for you guys. I'm trying to work this out, like, verbally, and I feel like I'm doing an okay job. I'm just... This one is hard. This one's probably one of the harder ones. Okay. 2 connectors right here. I need one of them. So I can take this fan, I can grab the block, but the minute I take the block off, this whole thing shuts down. And this gate shuts down. Which doesn't do much. It doesn't really change whether it's open or closed. Right, because I still need a second connector. Do I need a second connector to get the fan going? And the answer, I think, is yes. So that's the challenge, is how do I get the connectors out of there? I have to have a connector there. And as far as I can tell, I need one there to shoot to that. The only thing I could potentially do is take that connector, put it back there, hit that. But then I still need to shoot the beam from over here to there. And if I were to hit both switches with a single one, it would have to be up here, which wouldn't work. Unless it was already flying. I mean... Unless I were just to hit that, connect this with that right now. I wonder if I could do that. Take the fan, put it over there, put the block on the thing. Oh no, but that still wouldn't, because the fan wouldn't be going. I need to be up here to connect to that. Oh my gosh. This is... I might have to... Well, I'll probably stop, but I might have to go to a different puzzle. Right, the fan, that's how you get over there in the first place. You need that to hit that thing. And then... Right. I mean, there's nothing in here that'll let me just, you know, put a block on a switch and... Or stand on a block and just jump over, will it? No, I don't think so. I need the thing to be flying. Okay. There is another connector right there. There is another one. How do I get that? The answer is presumably move this connector farther, like here. Okay. Okay, that's a little better. I was like, how am I supposed to do this with 3 connectors? I can't. No, unfortunately, I think I have to do it like this still. Click, click, connect. Okay, then connect, connect, connect. Okay, that should be reachable from over there. So in a way, I may have missed something. I may have missed that. Okay, let's... Man, I don't know why I have to make this stuff so hard. Okay, so the answer is I don't need that one. I only need this. And... Ah, okay. Right. But now we have our 2 connectors, right? I was gonna stop at like an hour. I was like, well, I'm not gonna figure it out anytime soon. Alright, this will potentially work. Oh, let's try that again. Alright, so click that, click that, click. I'm gonna hit everything I can just to be on the safe side. Click U. Click that. How many can I do? Click U. It's gonna be like a freaking light show here. Oh, don't walk into the stuff. Don't walk into walls. That's bad. Bad form. Okay, next. Okay. So now what? Okay, that is getting blocked. That's not a surprise, not really. But this is still working, so I can take that block if I need, which I think I do. You're blocked. That's okay. You are open, though. Which means I can take another connector and put it here. And then I think I might be done, actually. Right? Because I can take this block. It's very possible I'm just done. Oh, not that way. Okay. Nope, not this way. I mean, kind of that way, but... Okay. Like, I thought about using this to try and rescue the other ones, and it might work, but I could probably just do this. And then boom. Whoa, okay, I'm glad that one is done. That was a brain twister, Manny. Manny's sitting here just looking at me like, yep. Saved. How many more? 3. Man. I hope that was the hardest one of these. Hope it was the hardest, Manny. Oh yeah, also, I'm gonna stop here, but... Stop game. Less than a minute, yes. DuckTales, the remastered version, was another game that was just removed from Steam. So if you're watching this and it's a game that you wanted, you can probably still find keys fairly easily on, you know, Amazon's fairly reputable. Other ones, not so much. G2A, stuff like that. If it's something that you want, or you could alternatively, you know, acquire it through other means, I suppose. But since no parties are going to make money off of it anymore, but man, I have a feeling we're going to see more of this coming up. More stuff like that, where they're just like, oh yeah, you know, we're only going to sell it for a certain number of years, and it's digital now, so you can't. I mean, I think that one there were physical copies as well, but games are going to start disappearing, and that's it's a real issue. So if DuckTales was something you wanted, now's the time to act. So, that's it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. I really do appreciate it. I really hope you're enjoying these episodes. That last puzzle, that was hard, man. And I'm sure some of you guys that are watching like saw that connector and you're like pulling your hair out. Why doesn't he notice this? I saw that in some of the like when I was watching Christopher Odd play Subnautica, and he's like, I need lithium, and then he'd go past a bunch of it. When you're sitting back, I think there's less tunnel vision. When you're actively playing, there's more tunnel vision for whatever reason. Oh, I'm yawning, excuse me. But nevertheless, I really hope you guys do enjoy these episodes. I realize, you know, I should stop talking it down, because I'm sure, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm sure some people are gonna watch this and be like, it's boring, it's just puzzles, whatever. But other people, this is going to be their favorite thing, and it's not up to me to judge anyone for what they choose to like. I just hope if you guys are watching it, you guys like it. That's pretty much it. But any questions, comments, concerns, good, bad, or indifferent, let me know. Like I said, I'm not always the best at responding in a timely manner. It usually takes me a couple days. I haven't had any comments get snagged by the spam filter lately. But there were a couple in the past that it also doesn't notify me of comments immediately. Sometimes it takes a couple days to show up, probably because I'm a small YouTuber. And BitChute seems a little bit faster with the comments and stuff. So as far as I know, those don't get blocked or delayed or anything like that. But yeah, any comments you have, let me know. I like to respond and read and all that stuff. What is your guys' unique positive moment for today? For me, it's actually, we got called in this morning, like I mentioned. Actually still on call right now. This is actually the first recording that I've done on a call day. Usually I just kind of don't, because I'm worried about, you know, getting called in. But I guess my unique positive moment would be that this morning when we did get called in, it went well. It wasn't what they thought it was, but now they got to find out why he's in the hospital, so they have to do other tests and stuff. But it's not anything that we needed to fix. So it was pretty fast for both the patient and for us, and that's good. It's always good. So that's my unique positive moment. Hopefully your guys is just as good, if not better. Hopefully better, of course. And I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, guys, take care.